Good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. It's Friday afternoon. What we have laptop. Yeah, that's our laptop, HP 250 G3, I guess. Yeah, that's the laptop. It's not even closed. It came from another computer shop. They opened, they tried to fix it. They couldn't see the problem and they sent it here. That's the machine. The charger is plugged already on power. We are supposed to have a charging light here, and we don't have any charging light. So first, let's check out our charger to see if we do have 19 volts on the charger. Check 19.8, which means our charger is okay. Plugged in, no charging light, no anything. So that's what we have to fix. Let's take out the charger. That's the hard drive. There are no screws. That is quite nice. We are supporting self repairs, so there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Let us plug in our charger back. Let's plug in our charger. Let's try to check for voltages here. First, we want to check for 19 on the charging connector. Check 19.8. Our charging, meaning to say our charging port is good. After that, we can check on power supplies. We must have 19. You can see all these let's take out this. You can see all these coils. That indicate power source. And on all these power supplies, we have some ceramic capacitors on the input which supply 19 volts. We must have 19 volts, and we don't have anything. So what I would do, let's try to go under microscope. 1 second. We want to follow our 19 volts power rail. We want to follow our 19 volts under microscope. That should be okay. You can see those are the pins of the charging port. These ones, they are the pins of the charging port. If I check clearly, if I check nicely, we do have this MOSFET after that's next to the charging port, and we have another MOSFET, and after that here we have our current sensor, 10 ohms current sensor. So I want to put our multimeter on continuity mode and check from the plus. It's going through the first MOSFET. You can hear the beep 00 on the output of the first MOSFET. On the output of this first MOSFET is going to this. That's our second MOSFET. See on the test meter 00. If we compare the output of the first MOSFET to ground, we don't have short. If we go on the output of the second MOSFET to ground, we have short. So clearly our motherboard is not coming on because we have short to ground. after the second MOSFET. So how do we find out short, where our short is? Because look, we have thousands of components. We have capacitors, we have ceramic capacitors, we have some chips, some MOSFETs, a lot of things. So it can be anything, but the easiest way to find out short circuit is to come with some amps. So what I will do, I will supply voltage after the second MOSFET. That should be interesting. Let us come with 19 volts, and then around the 3 amps, 3 point. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's supply voltage on the second MOSFET. I just want to see what's going on there. You can see on my, that's my DC power supply. There's voltage drop to 1.5 volts and it's taking 3.8 amps. So let us see what is getting hot, because for a dead engine, it means that current is going somewhere. It's going somewhere. Let us feel. I don't have thermal camera, and I don't think I can buy one because it's quite expensive. But you can check. Oh, I just bent my finger. Something is not right here. Let's do it under microscope and see what's going on. Maybe you can see better under microscope. Let's do it. I just want you to see something. The easiest way to find shorted components on motherboard. Let's do it. The problem, I don't know. Let's do it under microscope. Let's put some liquid. I want you to see something on my screen. Let me supply voltage supplied. Look here. I don't know whether it's a capacitor or an inductor, but something is wrong with this thing. Let me supply voltage and you see liquid is going dry quickly. Look, already dry. Let's do it one more time. Some liquid. Let's supply 19 volts. Look, dry already. So that thing is not okay. Let's take it off quickly. Let's take off that thing quickly. Let me change my water tip. Let's take off that thing quickly. Maybe that's the inductor on the main power rail, the 19 volts, which is shorted. Because I don't think it's a capacitor. I don't think so. That's our inductor, which is shorted to ground. So I'll put it aside. What I want to do more, let's come with our test meter is still on diode mode. Let's come on the output and check for short again. Let us check if we still have any short. Check 310 ohms. No more short again. So we want to replace that thing. I think we can. Let us replace that inductor quickly. I'll take one from this input source. Let's lower A. Always use soldering. Soldering flux is good to use. That should be okay. What I want to do more, I'm looking for my cloth just to dry up my body. One second. Okay, let me even use this one. What I want to do now, I want to test for short again. I want to test for short again. Let's take off that inductor. Let's take it off. Because we still have a short there. My inductor is out. What I want to do, we just took off our inductor. I want to plug in the charger and see if we do have charging light. That's very important. That's very important. Just to see if we do have 19 volts and 3.3. That's what we have to do next. Because those are the conditions to have a working laptop. You must have 3.3 and 19 volts. Look, We have that's our power light on the charging port. That's our power light. You can see this light. So what I want to do, I want to check for some voltages again. I think that's the next thing. And then I'll explain few things after. Let us check for, look, 19.8. So our 19 volts is now present on all power supplies. What I want to do, we have a screen connector here. I'll check for 3.3 because at any given time we must have voltage on the screen connector. So I will check to see if we do have that voltage. Look on the test meter, 3.25. So we do have 19, we do have 3.3. So our board is ready to be powered on. But like as I said, this came from another computer shop. I don't have even the switch, but I will try. That's my screwdriver. I'll try to short pins. 3.3, we can afford to play at 3.3 volts. Nothing will go wrong. Let's first short 2 pins. Look, fan is spinning. Let's wait. I can't see the BIOS battery. There's no BIOS battery on this machine. Again. You can see the light here. Our machine is now on. And off. Okay, nothing on the screen. Okay. Okay. Let's check for a few things, if we can. Let's check where we took out that thing. 19. Let's replace with a capacitor. Let's replace that thing with a capacitor, ceramic capacitor. I think we can find one on the main power rail. Let's put a capacitor there. Lower the, let's do it. That should be okay. I don't think we have many faults here. If we do have many faults here, that would be a big challenge. Let's plug in our charger again. Charger plugged. We still have a light. That's a good sign. Let's put top. First 2 pins. Fan spinning. On again. And off. On. Now our laptop is coming on. We have charging light, and we press. We do have the power light, and it goes off after sub-second. So I think we still have many issues here. I think we still have many issues here. What I would do, next, I'll try to check many things here. $19 0 0 3.3 3.3. So what can be the problem here? Coming on and goes off. What I want to do, I want to check for the 5 volts power supply. I want to come with 5 volts on this chip, which is meant to supply voltage to the USB, just to see if everything is okay on my 5 volts power supply. That's the output 0, input 81 milliamps. 81 milliamps. Okay. Where's my 3 volts and 5 volts power chip? Where's that chip? Okay. It's easy to see 3.3 and 5 volts power supply. We always have 2 coils. 2 coils, 4 MOSFETs and the driver. So let's try to follow the output from the output of this chip and see where our 5 volts is going. Maybe we have a shorted 5 volts power. Check 0 0. So that's our 5 volts power supply, and that one should be 3.3. For what I want to check from the output. We don't have short. 3.3, no short. Let's again supply 5 volts. It's 5 volts. My chip is not getting hot. It's quite okay. So what kind of fault do we have here? What kind of fault do we have here? I'm just curious to know what kind of fault do we have here. If on the output of the 5 volts and the VREC 5 is not shorted, but still our machine is coming on and goes off, it means we have zero zero. Why is it we do have 0 0 on the output of this capacitor? Because the plus is meant to supply power. If it's shorted to ground with a 0 resistance, it means somewhere we have a problem. Let's take all the connectors and try to figure it out what's going on here. Because I don't understand. That's the motherboard. That's the capacitor. Let's check again on the output of that capacitor, on the plus of the capacitor. Check 0 0. Let me come with the, we don't know the output of this power of this capacitor, but what I want to do, just to be safe, I think with 1 volt, if there's anything wrong, we can see. Let's set my power supply to 1 volt, because I don't know. Yeah, 1 volt should be okay. If there's anything bad, we'll just see. So straight on the output with 1 volt is taking 1.1 amp, it's taking 2.6 amp. And obvious this voltage is this power is going somewhere. Let's take off the heat sink, because we have all-in-one processor there. Let's take off this and do further shaking. It's Friday, you know. I should not get too many disappointments on a Friday. On a Friday, I should not get so much disappointment. So what I want to do, let's come with the 1 volt again and go on the same spot. Because I checked the 5 volts, because mostly if my laptop is coming on and goes off quickly, mostly we will be having the issue with the 5 volts power supply. So I checked on the output of the 5 volts, we don't have any short, and on the VREC 5 it's not shorted to ground. So what I will do, I will come with 1 volt on, I'll supply volt on this, on the output of this capacitor, and check. Let's raise our current. I can't feel anything. Four point one. 4.1, something must explode. So where my current is going? Let's raise again. 4.5, 4.6. Nothing is getting hot. That's so weird. That's so weird. 4.7, 4.8 amps. And my body is too cold. That's not normal. Or what I feel is that's just my processor is getting warm, not very hot, but just warm. Okay, here we do have a BIOS chip. Let's go on pin number 8 and check. Pin number 4 correct, pin number 8 is not shorted to ground. Yeah, that's a hard afternoon fright. We try to fix something, everything is okay, but you are still facing problem just to bring the motherboard to life. But let's put everything together. Let's do physical inspection on our board, just to make sure everything is okay. We just want to do physical inspection to see if there's anything wrong on this engine. What I want to do, I want to plug the charger and see and check for some power. Let's plug this charger. That's our charging port. Let's plug in our charging port. Charging port plugged. What I want to do, I want to plug the charger. Charger plugged. We still have light. Let's check for a few things. $19. $19. $19. $19. $0. Let us go on the other side. $0. Something is not right here. You know, visual inspection is very important. Let me show you something under microscope. 1 second. Look what we have here. That's ceramic capacitor. I don't think this capacitor is good. I don't think so. You can see 0. So either this capacitor is shorted or something is not right in line with this locusm. So what I want to do, don't want to waste time. Let's remove that capacitor and check again. Let's remove it. That's a weird repair. Our capacitor is out. What I want to do, I want to go on the same spot and check for short. There's no more short again, and if you check on the capacitor, check 0 check 0 so this capacitor is shorted. So let's replace it quickly with another capacitor. Maybe this time we'll win this repair. Just maybe. I want to do something more on the place where I took out the capacitor. So let's take off another capacitor. Our capacitor is in place. Let's cool our engine quickly. Let's check for short again. Same place. Look, 497 ohms. There's no short again. So that's our second fault. So what I would do, I'll plug back all together and test again if our motherboard is now working. Yeah, that's a tricky repair. That's a tricky repair. Fan connector. Let's cool our body. Let's plug in our charger. We still have a power light, which is good. Let's power on our laptop. Our laptop is now on. Let's wait. Go on again. Our laptop is on. On. Our laptop is now went off, but I just want to check something. Just want to check something here. That's not an easy repair. Something is not right here. Let's go on that capacitor again. Something is not okay here. DC 19 3.3 3.3 here. Zero 3.4. Okay. That's so interesting. That's not an easy repair. It's just a turn off my weekend. On. .3 volts. Let's play with power supply. Let's lower the current to around 3 amps. 2 amps, that should be okay. Let's play with our power supply. On. Our laptop is on. On again. Try to power on our laptop. First 2 pins. First 2 pins. Our laptop is now on. And it goes off. I want to check voltage which is going to the screen. That's very important. On. On again. Our laptop is now on. And off again. This laptop has got too many faults. There's too many faults, this laptop. Let's come with it. We have so many faults here. Let's power on our laptop. Our laptop is now on. And off. Look, our laptop is working fine. So what is the problem? This is a tricky repair. I can see the screen is broken and things like that. So we have some missing voltages here. But yeah, I was about to give up. But my teacher told me that if you are in electronics, you should not give up so easily. So that's a blow for the weekend. So what I want to do, I will show you. I will explain after. But let us first do few things here. Let's take off this, or we can put it. We can put the charger. Let's put on our charger. Or what we want is 19 volts. I'm sure we do have some test points. Oh, okay. Let's do something. Yeah, that was a challenge to me. I was about to give up on this laptop, but it doesn't go like that. I'm sure it's more than 40 minutes on this video, but let me do something. Let me do something. Let me do something. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time and commitment, endurance, things like that. But what we can say, or what I want to say is to see this laptop working fine. That's what I want to see. So let me put my we still have the power on light. Let's check for some voltages here. Let's check for some voltages. 19 volts. 19 volts. Let's power on our laptop. We can see the power on light. Let's wait. Our laptop is working fine. You can see this screen has got some lines. I'm sure the user of this laptop is aware of the lines. So that's how you can diagnose and fix things. Our laptop is working fine. We don't have hard drive. You can see bootable device not found. So I'm so tired. What we can say? Just have a nice weekend. I'm tired. I didn't go for lunch. I can see it's nearly an hour trying to bring this device to life, which came from another computer shop. So our laptop is fixed, everything is okay. I'll give them, they'll put everything together. See you on the next one. Bye.